hip hop needs that kara moment. Do you understand that
crossover moment?
Yeah, that thing that is just gonna be there.
I'm happy everybody's rapping at the moment, and you know the 3 songs that we just reviewed now. I'm happy that everybody's rapping.
Yeah, for sure.
Nobody's mumbling, nobody's singing. They're just rapping.
Yeah,
That's
for sure.
Like,
yeah, for sure.
So.
Good day and welcome to the Dialogue Podcast, second episode. We've got the bear with us. We've got Siyanda on the P's and T's. No, actually, he's on the he's on the cameras.
The P's and T's. Did you say the P's and T's?
I don't know, man. What do the teachers say? What is
the
it?
1 and 2s.
Oh, it's the 1s and 2s. I'm getting mistaken with the P side and
Oh,
yeah,
the cassette gang. The cassette gang.
Yeah.
Like
So anyway, guys, thank you very much for joining us, and I know there's been some lot of feedback from the first time we had the Bay up in here, and thank you for the subscribers that we've got. And while we're on that topic, I just want to pop some champagne, man. Am I allowed to do that?
I want
to pop some champagne, man. So 2 things happened this week. The one happened on Wednesday, which was my birthday.
Yeah.
Happy
birthday, boy.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And secondly, the other happened yesterday, which was that we did
What's your pop it,
Can you
man?
please open for me?
Jeez. This guy's such a director. I think I'm gonna put him in a parking lot and just direct traffic.
So on yesterday, what happened is that we actually went past 100 subscribers for the channel. And
Team 100! Team 100!
Ikli Pachap.
Here we go.
So what we're gonna do is that when we hit a good milestone or a significant milestone, we're gonna have a celebration of some sort. So
Keep
today
subscribing, guys.
we're starting with Crone. I think when we get to 1,000, we can come away.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah. So guys, support us so we can
keep subscribing, guys. Keep subscribing.
and we can get some away. So
there we go.
This is it, man. Thank you for the support, and Whoop.
Woo! Happy!
All right. So let
Happy 100.
Let me just pour this.
Happy 100. This guy's used to pouring in good. You can just see.
Dog, I'm trying to make our audience, not feel some type of way. You understand?
That's a big ass glass, man.
This guy, it's not a champagne glass. It's not a champagne glass.
I couldn't tell.
I'll be honest with that. So anyway, guys, thank you very much.
Thank you, guys,
for the support.
Cheers, man.
Cheers, man.
Let's do another 100.
No, we're going to 1,000.
No, another 100.
Yeah.
Next week.
Another 100. So Tabz, how was your week, dog? What did you get up to? And how was the feedback? Let's start there. How was the feedback from the first time you were here, man?
Yo, okay. So I'm damn, man. I sent the link to a couple of my friends and family.
Yeah.
And so my sister came back to me. She says that, you're swearing a lot in this thing. So I apologized, and I was like, but I was like, but sis, it's hip hop.
Yeah,
That's how we speak. But yeah, so I'm gonna try and calming down with the cussing.
Yeah.
Not.
Make it a
Not. I'm lying. No, I can't, man. I can't promise that, but I'm gonna be wary of it. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people. Well, the people that got back to me, they thought it was a fun show.
Yeah.
For the first time.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, for the first episode. So we can only grow from there. So thank you guys for the feedback, and thank you for those that watched. And we promise we're gonna get better.
Yeah.
And then I have to get back at that my crush that I mentioned last week that I forgot.
Yeah. What was the name?
Bontle Smith. That's her.
Vulture Smith.
Vulture Smith.
You know what? In actual fact, when I edit this, I'm gonna Google and find a picture. So when you say Vulture Smith, the picture should go bah.
There we go.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
that's your crush.
That's my crush, man.
She's awesome.
She is. She is.
Okay, from the pictures.
No, I've seen it. I've seen it in person.
Yeah,
I've actually seen it in person.
have you interacted with her?
No.
Yeah.
No. Like, man, besides screaming, like, yeah. No, that was my interaction when she said somebody scream, and I was like, yeah.
So guys, this is a task for all of us, man. Like, if you do know Vulture Smith, please ask her to show love to the podcast. Ask her to show love to her number one fan. Is it a fan or a stan?
Man, I'm like an aircon.
and we just want to show her love, man. She's awesome. I don't
look
know.
around, man. Look around.
Yeah, I'm gonna research her. I'm gonna research her. So I'm gonna get there. So otherwise, your week was good.
My week was good. I hosted a couple of friends of mine yesterday. I did some ribs.
Oh,
St. Louis style.
Oh.
So it's American. I love American ribs. You know what I mean? So
Viva Trump. Gadlal. I'm kidding.
please, man. Please. Yeah. So it's oh man, it came out nice. It's not like the South African ribs that most people are used to.
Oh,
you know, I blame the apartheid for that, man. They didn't show us. They didn't show us.
Deprive some niggas of that stuff, man.
Like real. Like I promise you, once you learn the difference, man. Like trust me, you wouldn't want to go to Spur or any other or McRib or any other rib place after you taste that, because you will tell them, it's like, guys, why don't you try doing this instead of ribs? I mean, you've tasted some of my ribs before.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So that's I've got better now. I've gotten better. I think like 2 years ago, I basically made you guys some ribs. Yeah. I've gotten better now. I'm like 8 times better.
What?
Yeah.
So
best kitchen.
I guess in 2 years we can say we can have the best smokehouse.
That's what's up. That's the plan.
Yeah,
that's the plan, and
I
mean, we spoke about that. I said I'm gonna try and do some more videos of me making my food and stuff. We're gonna call it Bear's Kitchen.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
No, man, that's good.
Yeah. How was your week, brother? Tell me about
man, I was just chilling,
birthday
man.
boy.
It was a birthday. You know what, bro? Like,
how old are you now, man? How old are you now? Are you scared to tell the viewers how old you are?
Old enough that I can't have a sugar mama because I'm probably like their age or shit like that.
No, you know people that hide their age. It just shows how young they are. I always say that. Like, you're still young. You're not grown. You know what I mean? Because when you're old, like me, when somebody asks me my age, I jump to an opportunity to tell them how old I am. I'm like, yo, now I'm old, bro. This is my age. Youngsters, man, they're just like, no. How old do you think I am?
I think you have to look at, like, you know, stuff that you've done and you think, shit, man, I could have been far. You know, that's what birthdays does for me, that you start thinking of where you are and you know, you reflect.
Everybody does that.
Yeah, you reflect and you look and you say, how can I make the next round the sun turn better, you know?
Yeah.
So man. So
I want to challenge our viewers
to
guess how old.
Yeah, for sure.
How old we are?
Sure,
how old Tony is, and how old do you think I am?
Wait, let me.
I want to be a youngster.
Let me just fix myself.
That ain't gonna help, man. Do you know this? Do you know the saying in Zulu? You know the saying Zulu, but umdala noma umubi. Umubi noma umdala. Sorry, umubi noma umdala. Yeah. Yeah. Just let it sink. Let it sink in.
I don't know that saying. Do you know it, bro?
Except umubi noma umdala.
Okay, guys, we're gonna put it out there. Do you guys know that saying, and what does it mean? Don't say what it means. What does it mean? Because I'm lost.
You just said I mustn't say.
Don't say. Don't say. I want the viewers to say, what does it mean? Because I don't know what it means. So
it means what I just said. Yeah. All
right. Anyway, let's get the show going. So today we celebrated the 100 subs, and we want to start off by talking about one of the main topics. 2 weeks ago, man, Costa's teach dropped an album. I think we touched on it last week. But what happened is that after he dropped it, of course, there's conversations, especially on social media, about his album, especially how he uses Vanek on the album. All right. Some people are thinking that was being a culture vulture. I don't know. I'm gonna put it out there. What do you think? What you've heard a few songs from the album, and I think you've seen the guy how he behaves. You've seen a few videos. What do you think? Do you think Costa Tabz is a culture vulture?
Obviously, I'm gonna judge him from what I see on the
sure.
videos. I don't know him outside, so
for sure.
You know what I mean? I don't know, man. I don't even know what culture vulture is, because there's so many things that we can, talk about when we talk about that. I mean, the guy. I would like to think the guy enjoys the art and he embraces it, and the culture. Sorry, not the art. Yeah, the culture, and he embraces it, and it is what it is. I mean, if we had to call out people that have done the same, then we wouldn't have a Frank Sinatra, we wouldn't have a Kenny G, we wouldn't have Eminem. So I don't know, man. I have no problem with what he's doing.
So do you think it's more appreciation of the culture rather than abusing the culture for their own ends without actually giving respect to the culture?
Maybe it's just a smart business move, because at the end of the day, I think I listened to one of the interviews that you sent me, where he talks about, he says, listen, for him, he believes that if he wants to get the majority of the market, he needs to rap in vernac. And that's what he did. I just didn't like the fact that, well, not that I didn't like it, it just proved my point when he said that he wrote a whole verse using Google Translate. That was
I saw that.
That was
that too.
Wow. I was like, wow. I was like, exactly my point. That's how easy rap has become.
But Tabz, I want to talk about in that space. Do you think, because he's coming out and saying, I use vernac strictly so that I can appeal to more people because I live in SA, and also I can get more fans, which means more money in my pocket. So isn't that like a classic definition of being a culture vulture? You're using the culture to benefit. We can talk about if he does invest in it, but as far as what he said, he's saying, I'm using this vernac so that I can make money from it.
That's the business. That is the business. Everybody uses it. Justin Timberlake uses it. You know what I mean? And Elvis did it. Even Eminem raps about it. I'm gonna use the black music to make myself wealthy. He even says it. So, like I said, I don't see why it's such a big deal. If people don't like it, they don't support the guy. That's what I'm saying. If you feel that he is actually doing damage to the culture than anything, because the same people that are saying this are the same people that are playing him. So that means that he has a market. For you to exploit a culture, you gotta have a market. And he's got a market. So there are people that like him for their own reasons, and those who don't, then stay on your lane.
So what I'm getting is you saying he's a culture vulture, but since it's business, it's fine.
That's not what I'm saying.
No, but
that's what I'm saying.
Okay, so take away the business part. Is he if
music is business, I get.
No, understood. But if he's saying he's only getting into rapping in Tswana, rapping in Sotho, rapping in Zulu, using Google Translate, using his friends to translate some things that they want to say on the song into those vernac languages. If he says, I'm using those things because I want to appeal, right? So he's not really embracing the holistic view of the culture. He's only embracing that part that's gonna move.
But I like to think that that's the kind of music or the kind of art that he likes. Do you understand? Like, I wouldn't tomorrow turn around and say I want to do sake music. Afrikaans music and use Google Translator to. I wouldn't do that
Yeah.
because that music is, I don't feel it. You know what I mean? I
Yeah,
have
for
to
sure.
feel something
sure.
to want to do it. And I mean, the guy comes from being a dancer, like you said, with Casper. So I'm assuming, I mean, that's what he liked to do. He enjoyed the hip hop, and I mean, he dances like a hip hop dancer.
Yeah.
So now he just added another repertoire to his. I mean, just added another element to his repertoire and said, "Look, I can also rap. I can rap in Zulu now, or I can rap in Tswana."
Okay,
So-
that's from his perspective.
Yeah.
How can we look at him? How do we say this guy is abusing our culture, or do we say
Such harsh words. like that.
it's all fair in love and war?
Man, he's like a Tekashi 6ix9ine, man. When I see that guy, he's like a Tekashi 6ix9ine. You know what I mean?
Why? What do you mean?
He's like, I mean, for me, okay, look at Tekashi, man. I know this is not about Tekashi.
Yeah, for sure.
Tekashi is a Mexican dude.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Who hangs around with black people. That's what he, and it's good for him. He's making money. He made money besides the snitch thing, but he became a success over it. Yeah. So, I mean, you have to have a gimmick. Everybody has a gimmick. Maybe 6ix9ine was his gimmick. It's like, I can do this. I can be the new 6ix9ine in South Africa.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that is fair. And hence I keep on saying, let's.
You want me
wait.
to admit that is a culture vulture?
No. I'm saying, let's move away from the business angle. All right.
Yeah.
Let's talk about what he's doing. Yes. At the end of the day, he wants to make money, which is a business. Let's talk about what he's doing. Is it as black?
So tell me what is it
people-
doing? How do you feel? Let me ask you then. Let me ask you, how do you feel?
Look, I think if you embrace all elements of a culture, and if you are fully embedded in the culture, and you reflect what the culture is about, and you embrace what the culture is about, not only about I want to rap in this way because I know the largest population or the largest group in the population in SA are this type of people, so I want to appeal to them. So basically, you want to make money out of them. If making money out of them is a bonus out of you embracing the culture, I'm cool with that. If you're embracing fully the culture, I'm cool with that. But if you're gonna explicitly say, I am doing this because I want to appeal to those people, because I know if I appeal to those people, they're going to make me money. That is not fully embracing the culture. And at that, I'm going to say you are a culture vulture.
Did he say that though?
That's what he said. Well, look, if you say I rap, all right? I rap in Zulu, all right? Because I know majority are Zulu, and I want to appeal to them.
Yeah.
I even Google Translate, right? So you don't know the Zulu, but you want to Google Translate the message you want to convey in your song. And you're only doing that. You're not doing it in English. You're only doing that in Zulu because you want those people to buy into your stuff.
Yeah.
You are not going to those people and saying, I want to learn about you. I want to embrace your culture. I want to be part of you guys, right? And then out of that, when you learn about us, and then out of that, you sell records. That is fair. That is not being a culture vulture because you've embraced the culture. But if you're going to say, I'm doing this because I want to appeal to those guys because they're going to give me money, that's being a culture vulture.
Okay, I'm not sure what he said in his interview, if he put it like that, but I mean, you know what, you can read what you get. So all I'm saying is that at the end of the day is that you can also learn. Maybe that's his way of learning about the culture, if that's what people want to hear. And the thing is that for me is, for him to be even being a topic right now, that means it's working for him then. That's what I'm saying, because there's a lot of people, there's a lot of rappers in South Africa that we have never heard of, that either rap in vernacular or English.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we don't talk about it. We don't even know they exist. So he's there, and he exists. So, like I said, he has a market. He has maybe fans, you know, that actually want to buy to his music, and that's what he saw. He saw a gap, because it's all about a gap at the end of the day, man.
Look, I don't dispute the business side. I don't dispute that there are people that are buying into it.
Are you disputing is he real or not? Is that what you disputed?
The main question where we started was, is he a culture vulture? That's what we're talking about. I don't dispute that there are going to be people that he'll appeal to, hence he's doing what he's doing. I'm saying we are sitting and we're saying, is he a culture vulture? Whether it's working for him or not, that's a different topic. Is he using somebody else's culture which he hasn't fully embraced and if doesn't fully identify with to make money?
I think we all are then, in that case.
Yeah,
as
for
people,
sure.
Black, whites, whatever. I think we're all culture vultures at some point.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're all guilty. So he
Let's
is.
take it further. Well, how?
Yeah. We've embraced things that are not ours.
Yeah.
As Black people.
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually want you to mention what you mentioned to me at the time. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to come out like I'm saying it, because that was actually I even said it was a good example.
Yeah.
Do you remember what was that?
No, tell me, Tom. Oh, about marriage, about
weddings.
white wedding.
White weddings. Yeah, I'm saying
Such
white weddings. That's not
such an appropriate name. It's a white wedding.
It's a white wedding. You know what I mean? We've embraced that as Black people.
For sure.
Do you understand?
For sure.
So there's a lot of things that people around whatever color that is embraced, we have embraced. You know, so everybody, I feel like everybody, if you're gonna go that deep, then everybody is a culture vulture.
Okay, let's take it further. About the wedding part. All right, I think Uscoop spoke about this on the podcast where he was talking about that people shouldn't go after Ukosa Tabz because he's doing rap in Vernac and calling him a culture vulture. Now, and the example he used was Elaine. Mm-hmm. Elaine sings in English, right? And in my head, I'm like, the one Ukosa Tabz has a choice, right? Follow my thinking.
I'm following.
Ukosa Tabz has a choice. Elaine is born into a system of whiteness. He's born into a system where European way of living is part of her. So, do you call that person a culture vulture?
How was she? Okay, maybe I don't know much about Elaine. So, please break down to me what she's born in the system and how is it different?
You and I, let's talk about this.
Yeah.
You and I are born into a system where whiteness is celebrated and is put in the forefront, and their traditions and their customs and norms are the ones that heavily influence what we can do, whether it's laws and everything like that. So hypothetically, I live here, right? Mm-hmm. I can't do umsebenzi la. Do you get my point?
Okay.
You understand that my neighbors are going to be up in arms. Now, that's my tradition. That's my culture, right?
Yeah.
Where
Africa, can you believe that?
Where I move in, I have to do work. I have to do a ceremony, right? But I can't do that because I live in this situation. So, Elaine is a young person who's born into those type of situations, right? And now, if you're gonna call her a culture vulture,
but how is she a culture vulture? Why is she in this?
Hold on. I said, Uscoop
said that. Okay.
And I'm saying I don't agree with Uscoop.
Oh, okay.
Because Elaine is born into the situation, right?
But she's singing black music, man. I like to think that's black music. I only know one song.
Well, what I'm saying is that she sings in English and blah 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 stories.
Brenda Fuss is sang in English for many years.
Yes,
Yvonne Chaka Chaka sang Umadlamini Umboti in English, except for the chorus.
So the point I'm trying to make is that I can't say Elaine is a culture vulture, but I can say Ukosa Tabz, right, is a culture vulture. Do you understand? Because he had a choice of saying, I want to embrace this. Elaine didn't have a choice to say, I want to embrace white culture.
She had a choice, bro.
She was born into it. I've just said.
Can she speak Vanak? I'm getting a feeling maybe I don't know. Can she speak Vanak?
So you don't know Elaine? Do you
No,
know
I
her
know
music?
Elaine. I know one song that You For Me song. I know that. But I'm saying is that when you say she didn't have a choice, I mean we've had Abo Tandis, well, we've had who sings in isiZulu. I mean it's in Vanak and in English.
Yeah, but it's not limited to Vanak, and that's where I'm going to. That culture. When you talk about culture vulture, you talk about that culture. In a language is only just but one part of the culture, right? There's customs, there's systems, there's everything else. Do you understand? And that goes with it. So what I'm saying is, he's born into a white culture. As much as she's black, right? Wherever she goes, there are rules and there are laws that are based around white culture. So you can't say she's a culture vulture, right? For doing things which are culturally known to be white things or European things. So if you're saying she's
I'm not saying anything. I'm so confused why she's even a topic. That's where I'm because Nasty C, he raps in English most of the time.
True.
Yeah. So what is he?
Nasty C.
Yeah. Is he a culture vulture?
Nasty C had a choice.
Exactly. So is Costa Titch. He had a choice. So why are we not putting out Nasty C then?
I don't know. I think Nasty C, for me, to appeal to the hip hop heads here and SA man, this
because that's what he chose.
I think in terms of him in rapping in English,
yeah.
I don't really mind it.
Yeah.
I think when you start your references about things that you're not even familiar with, they're more American things.
He made it though.
I even said on his album, he doesn't even mention Durban once on his album, and he calls it Zulu with some power. Yeah, Zulu man with some power. So I mentioned it when I did the review.
I think he does actually. He mentions Ilovu. He mentions that's where he's from, Ilovu. Like it does. Oh yeah, Ilovu. That's where he's from.
Yeah,
Durban, Ilovu. The place he was from.
Okay.
Is Ilovu.
All right.
He mentions 031, 031. That's where I'm from. It's like he even says it's like although I'm overseas, I'm still representing 031 or I'm still wrecking paper for 031 when I come back. Like he mentioned it. So I'm just saying facts.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, there's more references of American things
true, yes.
Than local
but
things.
That's why I'm saying is that so why are we not calling him out? Why are we calling out Costa Titch?
People have been calling him out. People have been calling him out.
But it's not as a big deal for Costa Titch because he's white.
Look, I think especially with the way things are in SA, man, I think Costa Titch is always gonna have
Eminem went through
the worst.
Eminem went through.
He's gonna have it the worst.
Yeah.
But going back to our initial point, I think if you don't embrace the holistic culture and you only use part of the culture to advance your own needs and what you want out of whatever you're doing, whatever business you're doing, that is being a culture vulture. That's what I'm saying. And the only reason why I brought up Elaine was that I was disputing that when from Uskop.
Yeah.
So I'm not agreeing with it. That's why I'm bringing it up to say Uskop was wrong, right? Because you cannot say Elaine is a culture vulture when Elaine, her whole world when she dropped in this earth is built around, white culture and white European standards, right? So you can't say that person is a culture vulture when they start using those standards or those part of that culture to advance themselves. It was imposed on her. She's allowed to use it. Costa Titch, it wasn't imposed on him to be embracing Tswana culture or Zulu culture.
But he loved it, I guess.
But he didn't love it enough to learn it. He didn't love it enough to be genuine about it. He only loved it enough to be able to communicate in that way because he wants to appeal to those people to make money. That's where we're at. And
the guy's the guy's pronunciation is actually not bad. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm like I don't believe that this guy didn't didn't speak didn't know how to speak a bit of vernac before this. I just feel like maybe he just needed to harness it somehow, and that's why he used Google Translator and maybe spoke to his friends. Because I know a lot of white cats. I can tell them now and say Tembi, or even my surname Ngwenya.
Yeah.
Ingwenya. You know what I mean? So for him to actually being able to sound like authentic on the song, then I feel like the guy had an idea.
Okay, let's take it further, because on that interview, you saw a clip. I've watched the whole interview. Right? He actually says he asks his friends to tell him how to say something in vernac. So he'll tell them in English and then ask them how to say it in vernac so that he can say it. And he practices.
Yeah.
Do you hear what I'm saying?
Right. Okay.
So it's not his normal linguistic use.
Okay.
Right? He practices how to say it proper so he can enunciate properly and pronounce the words properly.
Okay.
Right? So again, it's not coming naturally. Right? He's using that. And
he had me fooled. I actually thought he spoke.
No. That's what I'm saying.
If
If you look at the clip and if you find the full interview, he was being interviewed by, I don't know the guy, but it's a white production company. Sorry to say white, I'm just pointing it out. But he was being interviewed, and that's what he said. So the clip that you saw was after that. So that's when he was saying, if I can't have my friends, or I'm not close to my friends for them to actually tell me how to say it in vernac, then I go to Google Translate and then get it into vernac. Do you get my point? So again,
that's crazy. Still, I still can't believe that.
Are you embracing the culture of doing that? Look, I'm not questioning his business moves. I'm not questioning if he's good at what he does. I'm not questioning his vision in terms of who he see himself as, right? But as we speak now, if you're gonna say you're gonna use Google Translate, or you're gonna get your friends to translate your lyrics into vernac, and then you practice that vernac so that you sound authentic, right? And this guy, like we say, he was a dancer for Casper. He had many opportunities to learn this. Do you get my point?
But I'm just saying is that at the end, that's why I said I feel like everybody's a culture.
No, fair enough.
So that's for me, just to give you the thing, the verdict is that, well, I feel like everybody's a vulture. Do I think he's a culture vulture? Yeah, he is. So is the next person. So is you and I. So is, the next rapper, the next businessman. Everybody's a culture vulture. Even big corporate companies, they always look at that, the biggest, where they can make most money.
Yeah, for
you
sure.
know what I mean?
For sure.
And appeal to that.
For sure.
That's what it is. We will associate Vodacom and maybe MTN. And you know what I mean? MTN will be more for, not Telcom. Let's say Telcom. Who's Telcom's biggest? Who's their marketing? Who's their clientele? Mostly it's the majority of the country because it's affordable for them. So they will target, so they'll model their whole campaign around that. You understand? And Vodacom is more for maybe a little bit of a middle class or upper.
Yeah, for sure.
So everything. That's what I'm saying. We are all culture vultures, man. That's what I feel. So,
yeah. No. That's a fair point. And like I say, it's a conversation that was raging.
I saw that.
On
I thought
the
it was a bit
socials.
unfair for the kid, man.
But in this instance, like, you've embraced that you identify as a culture vulture, if you want to talk about it that way. He should embrace it. Do you get my point? It shouldn't be a point of dispute to say, you guys are targeting me or you guys are wrong. People, and there's a funny thing, people are going to talk.
That means you're making nice shit then for people to want to fucking talk about you and say, be like, yo, this guy's so you like this shit. That's what I'm saying. Is that people are hypocrites as well.
Exactly.
For doing
Look,
that.
I appreciate the guy. I actually listen to his music, man.
Yeah.
I appreciate the guy because he saw a gap. All right.
He used it.
Whichever gap there was in the industry, he saw a gap. But he mustn't fool himself and say there are people that are just going to accept him in the industry. Me personally, as much as I call him a culture vulture, I think he's making some good moves. I think in terms of music and in terms of what he's trying to do with his career, he's making some good moves, and it makes sense what he's
like
saying.
it?
You have to appeal to the
like
majority of the population.
Like it?
Yes, I like it.
That's it.
Yes, I like it. I'm not disputing that.
Right.
But he is a culture vulture. I like it. He is a culture vulture, and I respect that, right? As in terms of business, but he must own it. He mustn't go around complaining. There are gonna be people that are gonna talk shit about him, that are gonna say bad things about him, and that are
Like
gonna
you.
No.
His number one fan, like you, call him a culture vulture, but say I like his shit.
So what must I do? I mustn't like his shit.
No, I'm just saying is that then I'm just saying you're giving him power. That's what it is. You
Power
just
of
gave
what?
him. No, I'm just saying you're giving him power for him for somebody to be in a conversation. Do you understand? It's like now we doing this. You and I are doing this podcast. For somebody to watch our show at the end of the day and tell us how garbage we are. At the end of the day. So you watch the whole show and you enjoy it and you're telling me you garbage at the end of the day, but you garbage.
Yeah.
That's just saying.
Look, in terms of the music, okay, let me make myself clear. In terms of the music, I like the music he's making. All right? In terms of his abuse of the culture, I'm going to call him out on that. Does it mean I'm going to stop listening to his music?
Are you going to enjoy his music if he has to stop doing what you call the abuse of the music?
It's neither here or there. I think we've agreed that everyone is a culture vulture. But what I'm saying is he must own it. He mustn't go around complaining that people are calling him that and act like people
Is he doing that though? Is he complaining?
I'm not saying he's complaining. I'm saying he mustn't.
I'm asking. I'm saying he's easy.
I do not know. I do not know. But what I'm saying, he mustn't.
Okay.
If it does come to that point where he gets irritated, he mustn't. He must embrace it.
Well, I hope it's not. I hope it's not.
I understand.
Because
So
people are showing him love. That's why he's in the topic. That's why we're talking about him.
people like me. So I'm not saying he's doing rubbish. I'm just saying in that aspect, he must own it. Just like we owning it, just like we own how we embrace white culture in some instances, we're owning it, right?
Are we?
He must also
Are we owning
own
it? Are we owning it? Are we owning the wedding thing? Because the wedding thing, I don't think we own it. I don't think we're owning it.
Okay.
Have you ever told a chick? I mean, I've had conversations with women where I'm just like, you know, I'm the type of guy that if when I get married, I want to do a traditional. And then I've said with women, and women is like, yo, you can do a traditional, but I want my white wedding. I want to wear a white dress. You know, for me, I just like, but why are we doing that? And then for women, we'll be like, no, I just want a white dress. That's it. And everything. You know, are we owning that, or is it a must now? Yeah. A wedding, yeah.
But
Even the wording itself, the wording of that.
But it could be two things,
No,
right?
no, the wording of that is even like also controversial because the thing is that we call our wedding, we call a traditional wedding, and
Okay.
you know.
So, but it could be two things on that part when I say it could be white wedding because it's a European style wedding, or it could be white wedding because the bride is wearing white on that event.
No. White wedding comes from,
Is it?
it's tradition. It's because they don't say. I mean, white people don't say I'm gonna have a white wedding. They say I'm gonna have a wedding. We're having a wedding.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Tina, we call it a white wedding, not because of a white dress. It's a white wedding.
Okay. So, look, if you're saying are we embracing that, I think again I'm gonna go back to my point where a lot of us are born into this situation or the way things are, and part of what we're born into is where the white culture or the white way of doing things is put on a pedestal, right? And when you look at, when you hear your girlfriend or your partner, and when you guys are discussing this, and they talking about they want to have a white wedding, they are embracing it as some sort of, because they want to be seen in that, they want to embrace that, and they want to be seen in that, and
because it counts.
yeah, and I'm not sure how much is self, right, or it's societal, right, in terms of the white wedding needs to happen. You get my point? So it might be that her friend, or because we are living within a community. It might be that her friends had a white wedding, and their aunts and the moms and what had a white wedding, so they feel that they also want a white wedding for whatever representation.
Can I ask you a question? How old is Costa Stitch?
Early 20s, man.
Early 20s.
Yeah.
All right. So you and I were born into the system.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand? We were born into that. Scott is 20 years, well, early 20s. Let's just say maybe 21, 22. I don't know his age, but I'm saying let's say that. So that's like what, 98? All right.
Mm-hmm.
In 98, I've seen white kids that listen to hip hop. You know what I mean? I've seen white kids dance like black people. I've seen, you see it on social media, you see it everywhere. Do you know what I mean? That's the kind of music there is. That he's not born in the era you and I were born in. He is born in a more freely, the more you can be, all you can be kind of system. All right? Yes, we're still fighting a lot outside of that. But for them, when you were young, when I was born in the 80s, right? So when I was born in the 80s, that's the apartheid era. To be honest with you, I didn't feel it because I didn't know till I got older. Do you know what I mean? So the same way, when he went to school, when he went to school with his, to whatever school he went to, it was just like, okay, he's black, I'm white, but anyway, let's play. Let's play. This is what they listen to. I like the way they dance and everything. And that's how he maybe became a dancer. So I can't say that he had a choice. I can't say he had a choice because if the guy is like 20 years, 21 years old, and you know what I mean? The choice that he had, he made it in school. That this is what I like to listen to. This is what I like. This is the kind of music I listen to. I'm an Eminem guy. I'm who's the other white rapper? I'm a G-Eazy guy. I'm that. White people are doing the same music. So that's maybe he might be following the white rappers, but at the end of the day, in South Africa, what is exposed is exposed to black people. He's exposed to Caspers. He's exposed to that. Maybe that's why he decided this is what I want to do. Yeah.
Okay. So you made a point, but your point actually works against him because if you're saying he had an opportunity from school to actually learn about other cultures, to actually learn the vernac, to actually learn the language and so forth. He had an opportunity, right? He chose not to. Maybe him and his black friends are speaking English, right?
We're speaking English right now.
So he had a choice, right, to embrace it so that by the time he wants to be an artist, it's an authentic thing and it's part of him.
The guy was a dancer, my dude. He didn't know he was going to be a rapper. But you and I, we also have a choice. You and I sitting here, we have a choice to do this thing in vernacular, we can do it, but we chose to do it in English.
No, understood. Yeah. Understood. I'm saying I do this because I love it.
Yeah.
I'm not doing this
in English.
Hold on. Oh. Just listen.
Okay.
I'm doing this because I love it. I'm not doing it purposefully in English so that I can make money. I'm doing it because I love it, right? If I wanted to do it in Zulu, I can do it in Zulu. Do you get my point? Whether I'm celebrating 100 subscribers, right? Cheers. It's because people are supporting, right? I'm not saying out of those 100 subscribers, I'm making so much money. I'm not doing it. I like it. I wanna have conversations. It's a dialogue. I wanna have these things. So, but if you purposefully go and say, I want to rap in vernac because I know it's going to make me money. And you can say he didn't say that. But if you're saying, I want to rap in vernac because I want to appeal to the largest population group, that appealing to the largest population group means that the largest population group is going to give you money because they're going to download, they're going to subscribe and do whatever. If you've got a message, right, and you can only communicate it in English, that doesn't take away from the message. You communicate. Now about Tupac, they rapped in English, but we still gravitated towards them, right? It didn't stop them from communicating their message. But if you're gonna say you're gonna use vernac so that you can appeal to these guys, I think you're a culture vulture because you've got a choice to use English and communicate the same message. You see? So at the end of the day, I'm using English to communicate or whatever I'm doing here on the podcast.
That's what I feel like. That's what he's doing. That's why I feel like it.
It's because
I'm just giving him a benefit of the doubt. Like, you know, I just want to give him a benefit of the doubt that maybe, okay, it is what it is. What you say, I'm not saying that you're wrong or anything. I'm just saying that for me, maybe just give him a benefit of the doubt. Maybe he's doing this while learning the culture as well. I mean, for me, it's like, I know a lot more. Well, not a lot more. I know a lot more about American culture. Do you understand? Okay, I know a lot about my American culture than any other culture outside of South Africa, and I don't speak American. Yeah, I mean, I don't have to speak American. But I understand.
What is speaking American?
No, speaking American. You know, Americans have their own terms. That's what I'm saying. Is I don't speak American. You know, and people rap in South Africa. We rap in American. South African rappers, they rap in American. They don't rap in South African English. Those who do English. Who? Yeah, but I don't rap. But I'm just saying, no, man. Come on, Sia. Come on. I'm saying is that I don't speak American. I mean, I'm saying is that people rap in American. So imagine how Americans will say if they had to say the same thing and say, this guy is rapping in American, but he's actually exploiting our culture. A lot of South African rappers exploit American culture and hip hop itself. Yes, we can go back and say hip hop started in Africa, what not. But the pioneers of hip hop, they're in America, as far as I know. You know what I mean? So even us as South African rappers, we are culture vultures.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna actually open it up to our viewers, guys. We're gonna leave it at that. Please do engage us on the comments. Please do engage us on our social media. What do you think? Like we've gone through a lot of things. We've spoken about white weddings. We've spoken about Kosa stage. We've spoken about how to embrace and so forth, and Google Translate and all of that. What do you think? Where do you fit? Where do you see this matter landing up? All right, and your views. We can debate it on the comments. It's, as you can see, it's a situation which is very close to us. Whichever way that you want to put it, and let's discuss it. I think there's something to be discussed, and I think there's something to be said about how cultures and as well as the business of music merge and come together. All right, so hit us up on the comments and let's do it like that. The next segment, man, we had a lot of drops. Well, there's gonna be 3 drops that we're gonna discuss that happened on Friday. The first one was
my man. Younger Chief.
Yeah.
BBAF. I love that. I love it. Yo, Younger. Shout out to Younger.
Yeah.
We haven't even done the review, but I'm already giving it.
No, go for it. Yeah, what did you think of it?
Oh, man. Younger. How can I say about Younger? Younger for me, man, it's so disappointing that he's still, for me, is still regarded as an up-and-coming artist. As much as he's been in the game, but he still has that up-and-coming. But this guy's been in the game a while, and he's a much better rapper than everybody give him credit for.
Yeah,
he's like the Big Sean of South Africa. Sometimes I always say that he's just when I remember the first time I heard Younger, I didn't get his flow. I thought he was a weird flow, the same way I did with Big Sean.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? When I heard Big Sean, I was like, this guy is weird. His flow is weird. And then in years, I've come to understand it and appreciate it. He's one of my favorite rappers in South Africa, and I think he's like your favorite rapper's rapper type of dude.
Yeah.
No. What is it? BB?
BBAF.
BBAF. Booty. What is it?
Boity bad as fuck.
Boity bad as fuck.
No, it's a dope song, man.
It is a dope song. It is. Oh, shout out.
Yeah, look, I think the guy is on the up and up. I think he, you talk about that he doesn't get the recognition. I think he's been the dark horse.
Dark horse, yeah.
Dark horse for the longest time because his flows, man, are unique. And the things that these my closer brothers and sisters are doing, man, some of the stuff that is coming from Cape Town and some of the stuff that's coming from Eastern Cape is pretty dope. And I think he's the leader of that genre. Is very good, man. The song itself is very the beat is very deep. If I say deep, I think there's many layers.
I think it's
to it.
catchy.
Yeah, there's many layers to it, right? That's what I'm meaning when I say deep.
Yeah.
And his flow on that, it's just
that's what he needed.
Right?
It's a nod. Like when I was listening to it, this was me the whole time.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that was just the beat. Outside the beat, even his flow, the way he's flowing, I'm just like, I was doing my own ad libs just listening to it.
Yeah.
I'm like,
yeah. So Younger Chief, man, you did a good one. And what would you give that out of 10?
Out of 10?
Track, yeah.
Yo, man, I give it an 8.5.
8.5.
Yeah. 8.5.
I think it's up there as well.
Yeah.
So I'm still looking forward to his album that is part of where this track is coming from.
Wait.
There's an album that's coming up. So as soon as it comes out, man, because his last album actually won a summer. So
which one? That
becoming a pop star. Becoming a pop star won a summer. So
that was a nice
man. If this album, this song is a leading single, I can't wait to see what else is in that
he's
album.
dope, man. He's dope. I guess that's why he's with AKA. So
Yeah. And our second review, man, it's Speedster, again featuring Yanga as well as TJ Mokoena. It's Chosen One. Look, when I listen to the song, man, it's sort of like I don't want to say Christian or biblical song, gospel-y song, but it's in a hip hop, and I think they did it well because they kept it hip hop, not like other artists where they say they're doing a hip hop song for gospel and then they do something else, right? Zola and Casper. So this song, man, it's hip hop, but it is a hip hop song. It's a gospel song and a hip hop song in one. So I think it was a good song. I enjoyed it. Yanga's verse is dope. TJ Mokoena is the first time I've heard him.
Me too.
I was not too blown away by his verse, but I think the beat is dope. Younger comes through on the second verse. It's quite a nice flow as well.
The funny thing is that when I heard it, I couldn't wait to hear Younger's verse when TJ Mkwena was rapping. I was just like, okay, he sounds all squeaky and stuff.
Yeah.
And I thought he needed more, auto-tune so he can sound like Young Thug.
Yeah.
But at the same time, he is good for the chorus. I feel like he makes a song because of his chorus. I don't know, but lyrically, maybe I haven't listened to much of him for me to be like where I stand with him. Like I need to listen to it, but I enjoyed Younger's verse. I enjoyed the chorus. I enjoyed the beat, like you said. It's a good track. It's a good track. Like it's, for me, I'll give it a 7.
A 7. Yeah.
I
I agree with that. The beats is dope. I think Speedster did his thing there.
Always does. I see you, Speedster. You're killing him.
So yeah, man, it's a good song. I think you can chill with it, have a pride, and listen to. So 7 is good enough, man. And the last one we're gonna review, Kitini featuring Questa Delela.
Ish. What a title.
Yeah.
What a title. I think like you have to be South African to understand the title.
Yeah.
When I heard Delela, I'm thinking like goodbye Delela. That's what I said. I was waiting for that. You know what I mean? But talking about the Delela.
Yeah, yeah.
What did they call? What is what?
The clothing.
Yeah, what is it in English? Yeah.
Yeah,
No, but it was a
some
brand.
It's a brand.
It's a brand. Yeah.
It's like checkers and plastic.
Yeah. What is it? Something bronze brace, something.
Yeah,
like that. But
yeah,
anyway, yeah. And I listen to it, man. Like, listen, I'm
Big fan of Kitini.
I'm a fan. I'm a
Yeah.
fan. I'm a fan of the kid, man. I think he's this. We need him in the industry.
Yeah.
I listened to it. I enjoyed it. I mean, I think we played it like 5 times before
Yeah,
we
for
jumped
sure,
on.
for sure.
So it's a good track. I like. The kid just got so many flows, man. And for some reason, when I listen to this song, I don't know if it's because I was listening to Younger before, and then I listened to him. It's just I was like, is this still Younger or is it Kitty?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
he's got some Venek bars in there,
Yeah.
which I like as
and
well.
obviously they bought Kosa guys.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? So they sometimes like, is this Kid Teeny or is it,
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
No. I think in terms of how they combine with Questa, because Questa's featured on the track, I think they did it pretty well, man. The beat is also awesome on this one. It's a nice laid back, again, chilling song. And I'm still waiting for that party stopper song, man, from our hip hop artists. But before we get there, like this song for me, again, it's a nice chilling song, having a braai and we're chilling, having some drinks. Nice song, Delela.
Yeah, Delela,
Yeah.
It's another 7 for me for that song.
Yeah, I think it's fair.
yeah, I don't know.
think it's fair.
But is that what that's what I was saying the last show, is that hip hop has gone into in South African hip hop, everybody's looking for that club song. Let the people rap, man. Let the people rap. That's what hip hop is about. Let them rap. You know what I mean? If it becomes a club song, that means you have crossover type of thing. But if you're gonna make a club song for a club, then that's where hip hop gets diluted for me.
Yeah. Look. I personally think that people should rap. You should do the music that's appealing to you. I'm just saying, personally, when Amapiano are lapping hip hop, man, they actually lapping hip hop. I think someone somewhere has to give us something to dance to and go down to in the clubs or in the lounges or in the Mashisanyama. Do you understand? I think we need a representative there. We can say it's a good song, but and that's good for him, Kitini. I'm not putting this on him.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that hip hop needs that. Hip hop needs that karakara moment. Do you understand that
crossover moment?
Yeah, that thing that is just gonna be there.
I'm happy everybody's rapping at the moment, and the 3 songs that we just reviewed now, I'm happy that everybody's rapping.
Yeah, for sure.
Nobody's mumbling, nobody's singing, they're just rapping. That's
for
what
sure.
I like.
Yeah, for sure.
So
shout out to Younger. Shout out to Speedster and Younger and TJ Mukwena.
Yeah.
Shout out to Kitini and Questa. You guys dropped some dope beats, man. We actually appreciate it. And we actually having a braai after this, so we're gonna be playing this stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, for sure.
Yeah. When was the last time you watched Bafana again?
What the hell?
Sorry.
Who's that?
Sorry. Sorry, I'm gonna go to sports now. I think I'm done.
No, wait, who are you talking about?
Bafana, South
Who's
Africa. Do you remember the 96 African Nations Cup? Yeah. Those guys.
Oh man.
Those guys.
Oh, man.
Remember we named them
man.
Bafana around about that time.
It seems like they're not growing up, dog. I think we should change the name because they're not going anywhere, bro. Like, I saw results of Bafana on social media.
Actually, let me go.
I think they lost one game and drew one game. I don't know. But you remember the days, bro? You couldn't wait until Saturday, dog. Dude, you canceled everything. I'm sorry, I've got no interest in Bafana. Wow. I haven't. I know it's my national team, dog. But the last time you watched Bafana came, Ushabalal.
Damn, that's crazy.
No, but it's do you know what, bro? You haven't seen when I say it. It's like, when somebody's got your attention, right?
Who's the coach?
And you're like, guys, wait, hold on. You're like, guys, you've got my attention. What are you talking about? And let's make a shabby presentation. And like 5 minutes into the presentation, you're like, you still got 45 minutes to go of this shit? Like, this thing is not gonna work.
You know. One thing I hate.
That's what I feel about Ibafana, dog. It's like
one thing I hate about watching soccer, local soccer, even like PSL itself, is that, man, I used to have my hair was a little bit longer than this, was higher than it, and every time I watch a soccer game, I come back, I have dreads because, yo, you're like, hey.
Bro, you talking about just Baya Shweba. That means, no, what he's talking about is that Baya Shweba, that means the ball is around the 18 area.
Yeah.
There was no crosser.
That's so true.
Dude, like,
Chip, what's in Toleza? Chip, they chip. Toleza said it years ago. What chip?
Bro.
So I'm gonna go through some of the results that Bafana had in the last, let's say, 2 years, right? I'm gonna go from 2018 till now.
Okay.
So 2000 and I'm gonna go from 2017. These are the teams they've played. 2017. I'm gonna start with South Africa against Tanzania. 1-0 to Tanzania.
Okay.
We lost. Okay.
Right. Tanzania,
yeah. And then it was Botswana. South Africa won 2-0. Hey. And then South Africa against Namibia. 1-0 to South Africa. Botswana 2-0
sure there was
again.
an own goal somewhere.
1-0. So the way it looks like is South Africa has been playing Tanzania and Botswana like that because that's another Botswana we won. Botswana we won 1-0, and then there was Zambia, we drew 2-0, and then Zambia we lost 2-0. Cape Verde 2-1. South Africa lost 2-1, and Burkina Faso South Africa won 3-1 with a red card. It seems like Senegal 2-0. Senegal 2-0 to Senegal, 2-1 to Senegal again. Botswana we drew and we lost. Looks like on aggregate. So I'm just saying these are the teams that South Africa's been playing.
Is it like Botswana like a province
compared to South Africa?
Are there more people in Botswana than in Soweto?
We were beaten by Iceland 3-1. They had 350,000 people.
Yeah. Yeah. So
those Icelandic guys.
So you look at Botswana, man. Fun facts about Botswana. We talk about Botswana. Botswana has more cows than people. Did you know that? Fun facts. People.
They should have just played their cows instead of playing Bafana,
right.
man.
So
I think cows would have had a better chance of winning.
So now this is my take is that how many Botswana let's say players play in South Africa?
Dog.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I hear you.
Not a lot, right?
Yeah. The one thing I heard, man, is that like especially like Lesotho and Botswana and some like our neighbors. They say some of those players that play for a national team are not professional footballers. Like Umuntu Fane, like in Lesotho, bro, like the guy has to go and do other work, all right? And then number 6, after work, train for like an hour and then go home. And then on Saturday, they throw Bafana. Like these guys, bro, like Ibafana is we've got a professional league.
These guys get paid 100,000.
Do you understand? Like if you're a Bafana player and you've got another job, you are moonlighting.
Who is a coach?
It's illegal.
Sorry,
it's not allowed. Do you understand? You should get arrested. But these guys, bro, they drawing against some plumbers. Like Umchita, Olung some pipes, and then on Saturday, he plays soccer on his part time.
Who is the coach? Who is the Bafana coach? You guys, I remember I asked you this question. Where is he from though? What is his credentials?
I don't know, man. He was somewhere with someone.
Is it South African? Is it South African?
Yeah. He's South African.
Did he coach any South African teams?
I don't know his history. I don't think so. I think he's coming from the junior ranks somewhere.
In Bafana, in the whatever national team.
We can't get like international coaches.
There is
now,
money.
bro.
There is money.
Like
there is money. Trust me, there is money. There is money.
Where's the money then?
I mean, we had Stuart Baxter, dog. How much you think we were paying that guy?
Yeah, we had.
No, but he
Jenga
got fired.
mind,
No,
Jay.
he got fired. No, he got fired, wasn't he? Or did he resign?
No,
what was it?
his term finished. We had
Yeah.
Stuart Baxter.
Where is he
Jenga
now?
manje,
Where
we
is he
got-
going now? He's still in South Africa yet.
I don't know where Stuart Baxter is, bro. He's
I
not.
think-
He's not in South Africa.
I think he's gonna stay in I think I read it somewhere.
His son is in South Africa.
No, I think I read it somewhere that he's gonna sign with a local team, or if he hasn't really signed. I can't remember where I read.
Yeah, but he's not here. What I'm saying is he can sign with the club. You see, the club can have the money to pay him, but Safa doesn't have the money to hire a top class coach.
We waste money.
Do you understand? Yeah, for sure. Like dog, like those guys, bro. I think they're working for my pension. Have you seen the old guys that are running Safa?
Politics, don't
Dude, those guys
The whole country is run by old
were running
men.
Safa before Safa was called Safa. Do you get my point? So I'm not saying they should move, but what I'm saying is they're not giving the results. So people, whoever was watching soccer, because I'm not watching soccer, whoever's watching soccer should decide, do we keep these guys, on the system that they're in, right, and carry on with this, the way things are happening, or do we get new blood? Do you understand? So, hence, you remember when I said earlier on,
It's not gonna happen.
remember when I said earlier on, Bafana had my attention. But 5 minutes into this presentation, I don't get it.
Who plays
And then I'm
Bafana?
like-
Oh, Baba Dlali.
and-
Who are the players of Bafana?
Yeah.
I just know Lodge. I know Lodge. Is Lodge still the Bafana? Yeah? I know Lodge.
It's someone somewhere.
That's Lodge.
Lalela,
I know that guy.
Lalela, you know when that song came out, supposedly Lodge didn't score a goal after that.
Really?
I'm telling you,
That's
I'm
crazy.
gonna look at the facts, but people are complaining that Ingoma Yama Porisa, it seemed like it bewitched this guy. Yeah, it's a pet. So I'm thinking to myself,
Can you hear your phone ringing?
everyone can hear us. I'm thinking to myself, they shouldn't have any player, football player, having a song being played or made for them.
Oh, come on, Benny. We did a song with Benny. We thought it was going to be like
Benny was hungry. Did you see how scrawny Benny was? In my ways, Lalela. If you remember Benny McCarthy's first
I remember.
cap for
Bafana.
Ibafana.
Yeah.
And then you look at Benny's last cap for Ibafana before 2010. Damn, the guy made money from soccer, man. He was hungry when he started.
You saw it in the size.
I saw it as his movement. His movements, right? That was some
I pull a trumpet on us.
like I want to Tabz. I know that if we have to look at it,
Yeah.
you can move 20 rands faster than you can move a million rand. Like if you have notes and notes
Yeah.
of money,
Yeah.
you can move 20 rand notes faster than you can move a million rand notes. So I understand the guy was slow, it was end of his career, but the guy enjoyed his career, man.
He had a good career.
And-
But I'm just saying, but they made a song for him, and he lived up to it.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a championship.
Yeah.
What is it? European Championship holder. Do you know what I mean? One time, I think he's the only South African actually who has that.
To win the Champions League.
Yeah, to win Champions League.
No.
European Champions League.
I mean, fair came to
Yeah.
him, but I think
Aye, Bafana, what the-
he
yeah. Who are
retired.
they playing next? Who are they playing? Is there any game?
No, man. I think we should just suspend Ibafana.
That's the only team I support, by the way.
No, I think we should suspend.
Do you know that? Do you know that
Bafana.
I don't support any other local team except for Bafana? That's the only time I watch local football when Bafana plays.
How come you didn't watch the last two games?
I didn't even know there were games.
So how good a supporter are you?
No,
how
I'm
good a
just saying.
supporter
Like,
are you? You
I
don't
only
know.
watch the big ones. I mean, who are they playing? If they're gonna play against,
No.
if they're gonna play against Botswana, I'm not gonna
Tabz.
watch that. I'm just
Tabz.
saying it's like that's the only team I support. You know the game the last game I watched from Botswana is when we beat Egypt 1-0. Remember? The Lodge. The big games, man. Like African Nations Cup, I remember. Lodge, whatever. Scored that song.
Tabz.
That's the last game I watched of
Tabz.
Final Final.
I think. You remember earlier on we were talking about owning shit. I think you must own it. You're not a supporter, dog.
Okay.
You used to be.
All right.
You're not anymore.
All right, true.
All right.
True.
But anyway.
But yeah, I was doing it because I was in the pub and everyone was watching soccer and I was like, let's watch this shit.
Anyway,
look,
man,
It was
I can never desert Ibafana. They represent me.
on, man.
Even though you guys are not where you should be, you guys represent me.
Tell them, Tony.
I'm not buying any ticket to watch you guys. I'll watch you from TV. But good luck, man. Whoever you're playing next, like Tabz asked, jump onto the podcast on the comments. Tell us who you're playing next, and let's see if we can make time to watch you guys. But, yeah. But
If you can get us VIP tickets, We'll watch it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. We can maybe even do a show at the Suits, man.
Yeah.
And I said, yeah, for sure. That's how you're gonna get us to watch you guys. But good luck.
Yeah, man. But Bafana needs to pay me to come watch this.
Yeah. But guys, good luck with whatever you guys are doing. And Uloch has got a court case. Good luck with the court case. Yeah, man. Something like he put up his woman or something like that. It's not confirmed that there's a court case. We can't go into deep into that. But yeah, man, Loch, good luck with that, man. We're gonna do Loch part 2 when you come out, man. That's good.
Do the right thing. I'm not saying good luck. I'm saying do the right thing. If you did it, fucking admit you got a problem. If you ain't, then prove yourself.
Yeah. Anyway, that's gonna be our show today, man.
Happy 100.
I'm looking forward to some of the music that's gonna drop. I think AKA said it's gonna drop an EP. Yanga has got something coming up. So I'm looking forward to that thing. And guys, please do engage with us on the topics that we spoke about on the episode, especially the one about culture vulture. When is it fair to embrace the culture and be proactive? We always ask white people to embrace our cultures. When is it fair to say he's embracing, and when is it are we saying he's being a culture vulture? So guys, engage with us on the comments, and man, we let's take it there. Let's see how far we get with that. Any last word?
Bears out.
Bears out, man. Bears out. Anyway, we out. Thank you.